welcome back to the channel. This is part 3 of my narrated Baja series. So I'm watching videos from a trip to Mexico from 20 years ago. So I apologize for the video quality, but I just got my old camera pointed at the TV and my cat's upset. So this is Mexico. This is Baja. We're driving around looking for surf and mostly just driving around. And it's really slow going. Ah. Dang, it's not funny anymore. So I actually custom installed that spare tire carrier on that 4Runner. I mean, it's just a factory option for like 1 year or 2 years, like the 90 and 91. So I actually, got the parts from a junkyard and then, fabricated a bracket to fit inside the fender that the thing could bolt to, so it wouldn't just fall out of the sheet metal. Engineered this whole thing, and it turned out pretty well. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but so this truck could carry 2 spare tires, and then it actually had a second gas tank installed. There's like some special gas tank, like an 11-gallon tank that could fit in between like where the original spare tire goes, and then it could also carry a spare tire there without losing too much ground clearance. And then it had like heavy duty springs in the back, and that other carrier that could carry a 5-gallon can on the back. So yeah, driving off road, you get much worse gas mileage than just on pavement. So you have to carry extra gasoline with you when you're going into these very remote places. But it's beautiful up there. It's worth seeing. But I don't know if it's worth seeing over and over and over again. I mean, I've been there. I've been to Mexico 20 times. I'm old now. I have back problems. I just can't see myself driving those distances from where I live in Oregon. Just gorgeous, sunsets and sunrises down there. Frankie, is that really necessary? Some signs of life. There's actually people working in this fish camp. Knock it off. Broski go for a little boogie session. Now this is actually the same place as in one of the earlier videos, or I think the last video, this place, but it's like the surf's much bigger. So this is like a week or a week and a half later, and then like this the way. Oh, some cows. I think I have a flat tire. They're just super docile. He's off me with paddle. Oh, not that we did that. Yeah, Lord knows how many miles I was driving on that thing. I was like, oh, that feels a little loose. And it's like, oh, yeah, flat tire. Oh, gosh. A little cow family. Okay, this is the road to the Mission Santa Maria. And apparently it's like the worst road in Baja. And it was pretty bad. It's like just rock crawling, rock shelves, and then like sandy washes, and just like it's just like they ran a bulldozer through it like once, and like that was it. And then with this big rock, of course they can't. The bulldozer ain't gonna do shit. So. And I believe those cactus are cordones and not saguaros. The cordone cactus, and there's like boojum trees and ocotillos and oh yeah, see I got my tires aired way down here. Like usually I just run them at the highway. I didn't air them down off road. But like for this trip, we aired them down. And then there's a guy living at the trailhead, basically an American expatriate, and he aired the tires up for us when we came through. It's just in and out and back. Then there's like another, Jesuit mission site, down this road, and it's like actually kind of an oasis back there, and it looked like kind of like Yosemite. There's just these huge, huge rock formations, and then there was, running water back there, like an oasis, but it's just so far from like where they actually were gonna build roads in the future. It's just like, I think that's why it failed. Ooh. There's a campsite, and then so the road just goes like precipitously downhill from here, and I just wasn't prepared to take the old 4Runner down it, so it was just like, no. So I had to hike like 2 miles down the road to the mission site. Here's my brother found this pack of like dried fruit that had been like partially singed in the fire. I mean, it was all sealed up. He opened it, but then he's like eating it, and I'm like, he like offers some to me. I'm just like, dude. I'm just like laughing. I'm like, no, I don't want that. You found it? He's like, it's fine. I'm sure it is, but. Lord, kind of toxins have leached into that stuff from the heat of the fire. Yeah, I just no, bro. Come on. Cook some potatoes in the fire. They might have been in there for like a half hour longer than they needed to be. there's just like two walls standing, and those are like 300 years old. You know, it's interesting. Like, oh, this is a great spot. There's water here. It's beautiful. Nobody can make the pilgrimage. Yeah, I like hiked up from the thing and to look peek over the side, the next into the next canyon, and there's like water down in the bottom of that canyon and like pools and stuff. And it's like, oh man, need a couple more days to explore out there. But oh no, just pack it up and go. Gotta go, gotta go. Fuck. Thank you, Frankie. That's like insanely steep. It's like driving up the hillside. Oh goodness! Wow, I'm finally relaxed. Yeah. All right, so there's our drive to Mission Santa Maria. It was actually really fun to do that rock crawling. And apparently we made it out in record time, even with doing filming with the camera and everything. All right, thanks for watching.